Oh, snap! It's a Marvel Snap video. Hello, we got another deck to share with you guys, and we're going back to the pool one ways. Now, I get a lot of comments of people, frustrated, especially like in the latest Agatha video. I saw quite a few people annoyed at the fact that I was sharing a deck that featured the latter portion of the collection. But I don't want to be sharing starter decks every single day. I feel like I don't need to, because I can alternate between, early collection and more optimized lists to showcase as well all the different synergies and possibilities within this amazing game, right? So that's how I'm approaching it. In case you're wondering, I will continue to share starter decks, but I will be alternating between that and others. And as we move on forwards, I will be focusing more and more on more optimized archetypes. All right, I want to clarify that before going anywhere. But today, I want to give you guys another starter deck, another pool one deck that y'all can craft early on, built around the monster Odin. Odin is a 6 energy, 8 power card that has an on-reveal effect of activating the on-reveal abilities of your other cards at this location. This card is extremely powerful and a very, very relevant piece of the meta that will be a thing in Pool 1, Pool 2, and most definitely Pool 3. But one of the things about Odin is that he's extremely flexible. His ability is quite broad, and there's a lot of on-reveal effects in Marvel Snap, so there's not really just the one Odin deck, right? There's multiple decks that run Odin, which it's gonna make the latter portion of this deck a little bit difficult when I start recommending cards to look out for as you advance your collection, because there's a lot of different Odin decks that you can make. So there's a lot of cards that you want to watch out for, but I'm gonna try to be concise and let you guys know what the most important ones are. So let's talk about what this deck is about, though. Like I said, we're limited to Pool 1 cards, so you can craft this really early on. And we have a deck comprised of a bunch of on-reveal effects. What are the best Pool 1 cards that happen to synergize with Odin? Well, first of all, we have Medusa as a 2-drop that we're bringing in here. 2 energy, 2 power on reveal. If this is in the middle location, plus 2 power. Odin onto Medusa can trigger her again. It's not the craziest, combo by any means, but it is good enough, and it puts in the work. And she's just a reliable 2-drop that you can play proactively, which is very, very important. As then we got Ironheart. Ironheart is 3 energy, 0 power, with an on-reveal effect of giving 3 other friendly cards plus 2 power. A phenomenal target for Odin, as Odin reprocking her will allow you to get 6 more stats spread out across the board, which is really important. It has a lot of implications, actually. Then we got this sick-ass Wolfsbane. That's what the thumbnail is for, man. That's why I went with the title and all that good stuff, because I really wanted to flex this card around, and it's one of my favorites, so I want to share it here. We can look at it for a while. You can see the tire spinning right there. Really, really cool Wolfsbane variant that's infinitely better than the actual standard one, which I'm not a big fan of personally. Very, very powerful card. On reveal, plus 2 for each other card you have here. So that's why our curve is comprised of a lot of 1-drops and 2-drops, especially a weird option like Mr. Sinister. We're playing Mr. Sinister because Mr. Sinister works like 1-drop into Mr. Sinister allows you to play Ironheart on curve, and also Mr. Sinister allows you to clog up a location so that you can empower a Wolfsbane being played onto there. Wolfsbane ideally is played at the end, right, of a location, like as the 4th card, but I really like Wolfsbane specifically with Nightcrawler for the same reason I like Angela with Nightcrawler. I can play Wolfsbane on a lane with 3 other cards, and one of them is Nightcrawler. I can get the full boost, get her up to 7 power, and then later I can move Nightcrawler away, and I can potentially Odin that lane, or I can play a White Tiger onto it, etc., etc. If the opponent has given up trying to find that location, then we can use White Tiger to make use of that space and send what's it called? A Phantom Tiger is the name? A Tiger Spirit. You can send this Tiger Spirit to another location, but making use of that one, right? Like there's a lot of good plays that we can enable that way. And that's why I like Wolfsbane a lot with Nightcrawler. That's why Nightcrawler is just a really good 1-drop to go with early on. We got Scarlet Witch, because location disruption, you know me. I love me some location disruption. As then we got Jessica Jones as a power play on 4 that can allow us to just try to take care of a lane on her own. 4 mana for 8 power is pretty damn good. And Jessica Jones, I believe, is one of the best cards in the early pool, especially when decks are less synergistic in the pool 1 collection. She puts in a lot of work, so that's why we're running her here. And then we got White Tiger and Spider Woman as our 5 drops of choice. They both work really well with Odin. Spider Woman is really good at punishing lanes that have been clogged up with units, and re-triggering her with Odin is really neat. And White Tiger allows us to reach the unreachable. We can send a Tiger Spirit to places like I forgot the name, Sanctum Sanctorum, for example, where you can play stuff, right? And others like Death's Domain. White Tiger is a great way to bypass those limits and send a really powerful unit that also is 10 power in Washington, D.C. because it has no ability, in case you're wondering. So really, really solid card that is one of the best combos with Odin early on. But surprisingly, you may find yourself actually dropping her as you reach pull 3, as there are other stronger combos to look forward to. But this will definitely carry you through the early ranks in the pool 1 collection meta. So let's call it that. And then we got Ant-Man, because we have an easy time flooding or fully occupying locations, and Elektra, because it's an on-reveal effect that we can trigger with Odin potentially, and it's pretty good early on as well, hitting them Nightcrawlers and hitting them all like the Ant-Mans as well. It can really do a lot for you, and it's still really good later down the line as well, because you're able to hit stuff like Sunspot, which can be a 1-drop that can reach really high power levels as well, and just a very, very flexible option that can allow us to just get rid of pesky little stuff here and there. And that is the deck list right there. It puts in the work, but it definitely does lose out on power as you advance your collection and you venture into pull 3, which is why we're going to go to the next segment of the video, in which we're going to cover cards that you need to watch out for as you expand your collection. And first of all, as you move into pull 2, I got pull 2 right here. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, kind of hard to recommend specific cards to look out for, because Odin is extremely flexible as a card. So this particular deck of yours can take many different routes, right? And I'm just going to try to give you some pointers. Cards to look out for collection 2. Just good cards in general are Iceman and Scorpion. You may want to incorporate those onto your early game. They also happen to synergize with Odin, even though Odin doesn't really care too much about triggering their effects, because if it's on turn 6, then hand disruption doesn't really mean anything, right? But they are good cards to look out for. Perhaps the card from pool 2 that you must be most wary of is Jubilee, because a lot of Odin decks, once they reach pull 3, they kind of become ramp decks. And Jubilee is really neat with Odin because it's an on-reveal effect. And if Jubilee pulls out Odin, then that same turn, Odin will re-trigger her ability, and she will have pulled out two cards from the top of your deck, which is quite nutty, right? So Jubilee tends to be the most high-impact card out of the entire pool 2 collection, which is really small to begin with. There's also other cards like Ebony Maw that happen to work really well in certain Odin decks. Because of cards like Ironheart, you can play Ebony Maw, which is this card right here, that has a lot of restrictions, but can give you a lot of power for just 1 mana. And then with some Ironheart Odin combos, you can actually continue to buff that lane, in which you cannot play any cards there anymore, because of the downside of, I mean, you have to have a downside on a 1 energy 7 power play, right? So those are the cards that you have to watch out for. Mostly Jubilee more than anything would be good additions. But once you do that, the deck has to change quite a bit. And as we venture into collection 3, we see a lot of different cards to look out for, but one that works really well with Odin is Wave, because you can play Wave and then play Odin onto the Wave location on turn 4, because all the cards will cost 4, and then Odin will trigger Wave again. And this is a very strong combo to shut down swarmy strategies that want to be playing multiple cards a turn. Wave can completely halt that while allowing you to ramp into your own stuff. Speaking of ramp, that's kind of the direction a lot of Odin decks take. So cards that you want to look out for from pull 3 that can help an Odin ramp style deck are the likes of Magneto, Leader as well, and Doctor Doom. More than anything, Doctor Doom and Leader are two very important cards to watch out for, that not only for Odin decks but for other deck styles as well. Really good cards that will definitely enhance that sort of strategy. As besides that, the card that really matters the most though from pull 3 by far for any sort of Odin deck is Wong. I'm going to show you guys the original Wong. It's this one right here. Wong is a 4 energy 2 power unit that has an ongoing effect of your on reveal abilities at this location happening twice. So he's absolutely crazy with Odin. And with on-reveal effects in general. You play an on-reveal unit onto a Wong lane, like you play, for example, a White Tiger onto a Wong lane, and you get 2 White Tigers out of that, and then if you play Odin onto that same location, then Odin will trigger the reveal effect twice, and the White Tiger reveal effect, which are activated twice, will each be duplicated by Wong, which means you'll get 4 tigers. Everybody gets a tiger all over the place. So Wong really makes Odin play stupid. Like, that is the #1 card that you gotta watch out for in pool 3 if you want to go the Odin route. It is definitely too good of a combo to go by, and Wong is also a card that's just gonna enable a lot of cool things within the collection. Like I said, there's a lot of very awesome combos with Wong, which go beyond on reveal effects, like purely with Odin, but also like discard decks, etc., etc. And you can expect some Wong decks coming in very, very soon. And that's where I'm going to leave it at, because otherwise I'm just rambling. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful, and hopefully you guys got something out of the deck tech as well. And yeah, we're going to see how many cubes we can earn today versus pool 3 decks in high infinite rank as we play pool 1 Odin. So let's do this. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Marvel Snap videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, here we go. We are at 233 infinity, and we got 9 out of 10 cubes. Let's see how many we can get. Let's do this. Pool 1 Odin versus pool 3 Power. By the way, I heard the feedback for having like a cube counter on screen, and we're gonna be working on that. We're also working like on a different intro for these videos that fits the theme a bit more. Like we're getting it done. Just wanted to let you know. Moy Island. Okay, this is pretty ideal, but I don't want to play Elektra into there yet, because if they do develop a 1-drop onto Moy Island, they play Nightcrawler in the center, which is extremely weird. There's a Mojo World there, but we're gonna go Mr. Sinister on the left, because the earlier you play cards here, the better things are. Also got a new mic, so let me know how that is. Little bit concerned because it's supposed to be better, but it's supposed to also not need a pop filter, but I've been testing it, and I think that's a little bit of a lie. So, yeah. Our opponents are just staying away from Moy Island, which is really interesting. I kind of want to disperse a little bit, though, so I think Nightcrawler onto... I think Elektra onto Medusa, actually. This would be a weird turn to move the Nightcrawler, unless they really want to move him over there to the Moy Island. So we're gonna go in the center. Maybe they want to move him there. That would just be really strange. Like I don't know why they like that. Wouldn't make any sense, right? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like they lost their mobility on the Nightcrawler. For no reason. I think I just want to do. No, I'm gonna go Nightcrawler of my own into Wolfsbane over here. I'm gonna pack this location. That actually made no sense. I'm actually a little bit frustrated because, you know, how am I supposed to play around plays that just don't have any logical sense whatsoever? Like, they lost their move with Nightcrawler. They should have played Nightcrawler on Moy Island to begin with, but for some reason Antonio didn't, and then he wasted his movement early on with Nightcrawler. I mean, it dodged Elektra, like it worked out, but it shouldn't have worked out. Like that was just kind of insane. I think a great way for us to solidify this. I'm gonna snap, because we go Ant-Man and Jessica Jones into the flood that Storm did. Storm says flood this location. Next turn, this last turn cards can be play here. After this turn, you cannot play stuff here. Ant-Man into Jessica Jones, I feel, is pretty unbeatable in the center, while I keep everything stacked in the left as it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I feel like it's really hard for me to lose the game from this point onwards. My opponent may actually be a bot, because this makes no sense. Craven? Okay, the Juggernaut combo, okay. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So they revealed first, so if I don't play stuff here, that's how that works. I think just White Tiger is the way to go, though. And then I can move Nightcrawler over here. This way, Jessica Jones should trigger because she revealed on the flooded location, so she should go up. And I can contest both lanes here. Well, they could try to take this back or could just give up on it. Because they just, like, moved Nightcrawler, I don't have to worry about that. The problem is if I move Nightcrawler... then White Tiger won't spawn here. And I have a hard time believing they'll be able to beat that, though. Unless they have Heimdall. If they play Heimdall, then everything moves here. Kraven moves over there. So does Lizard. That represents more points. We still win on the left, though. And this should beat... I mean, this... No, we still win... the center if that happens. This is the way to go. Yep. They tie there, but because we have one more unit, we get one more point, and that's 4 cubes. I actually don't think they were about in the end because they did go for the Storm Juggernaut into Kraven combo. Like, a bot doesn't do that. But the Nightcrawler opening was just really bizarre. That just really threw me off. It actually worked wonders for them. But I don't know, man. Maybe Antonio here is just like a next level psychic. Because the way he dodged my Elektra was insane, right? And it just, I don't know. I'm just very confused by it. I honestly think they derped. They should have played, you should always play Nightcrawler on more island because it snowballs, right? It gets bigger and bigger, and then you have a movable big unit, right? Which is really strong. So, yeah. But I'll take it. Good start. I can get Spider-Woman to infinity potentially, but I really like this red border on her, so I'm not gonna mess around with that one. You're staying red. You're staying ultra, Spider-Woman. Because you're prettiest that way. Streams. Alright. Somebody who likes streams, I guess. Maybe like an actual river. I don't know. Monster Island spawns a 9 power monster for each player. We pass. We have all of our heavy. Wow. We have quite the heavy curve here. Hopefully we draw something that we can play here. Lemuria. Sunspot on the left. This could be a ramp deck. Yikes. Yikes. Big yikes. No bueno. What's the last one? The cloning bots. What's the play here? How are we winning this game? I think it's Wolfsbane, Ironheart, White Tiger into Odin. Which lane are we focusing on? Center. Nakia on the center, so it's not a ramp deck. They're just playing Sunspot with Angela. Sunspot with Angela is kind of weird. But we just drew into Elektra. Elektra is actually beautiful. Elektra is absolutely beautiful. We play Elektra on the left to kill off the Sunspot. And then we play Ironheart in the middle. We ignore Jessica here. They snap. We're not going to snap back, but we're going to continue playing this game. I think this game is winnable. If we play Elektra on the left and we proceed to buff our units, then we can go White Tiger into that. We'll see. Jessica Jones on the right. Okay. Sunspot gone. Boost online. Maybe the key is not to White Tiger because we don't really want to be fighting with this lane anymore. Unless no. It has to be Spider-Woman. Because we don't control where White Tiger is, but Spider-Woman represents a big power swing. And I gotta contest these 2 lanes, I think. Because they're gonna play onto Angela lane, and we gotta contest that one. Yeah, they commit the claw. They commit the claw. I don't want to snap though, because that's gonna discourage them. I mean, this is a very obvious Odin setup, right? So they could be playing something on the left here. A good player doesn't commit on the center here. A good player sees Odin coming, right? A good player sees Odin coming. And they don't commit on the center. Ironheart can boost these two. I have a 5-point lead here, and it can be bigger, but it's just not quite enough. Jessica Jones doesn't do it though. Like Odin on the left could be like insane, right? Because it could really catch them off guard. Because it's so obvious I'm playing Odin in the center. It's really obvious, but I have a bad feeling about this. I've done this before, and people have still made the obvious play. No, yeah. I should have gone with my gut. It's just that in the past I've done that, and I've yeah. yeah. Iron Man. I mean, we wouldn't have been able. We wouldn't have been able to beat Iron Man. We would have won. We would have no. We would have lost. Actually no. Yeah, because we revealed first, because we were leading. We had initiative on both. So Odin on the left. Odin on the left would have been. Next time I'm gonna make the play. I should have made the play. It was really obvious there. But I've had moments in which I make these sorts of plays and my opponents just play like a machine or something. But I definitely got to start making bigger calls there. We're back to we broke even. We're back to 0. But this time Odin on the left wouldn't have done it because we had initiative, so Elektra would not have been able to kill off the Nightcrawler. But I promise you I'll go with my gut next time. We got to be a little bit cheekier. It was so obvious though, is the thing. It was like so obvious that Odin was going in the middle, right? But I think especially like the lower you are in the ranks, you shouldn't make those crazy sort of predictions, because a lot of people are still learning the cards, so they don't play around stuff as much. But in Infinite, things get a little bit trickier. So we gotta see. Okay, we're gonna pass here. Wakanda. Cards cannot be destroyed in Wakanda. John Doe hits our Jessica Jones. That's honestly fine. I'd rather draw a bit more. I mean, Jessica on Atlantis would have been amazing. Medusa is tempting on Atlantis. I can always Scarlet Witch if I need to. So I am going to go Medusa on the center, because she represents 4 power with a reveal effect, and will go up to 9. They play the Hood. Nani. That means Carnage is going down there. This is a death deck. This is definitely a death deck, because they're playing Yondu, and Yondu's ability does contribute towards Death's requirement. Death is a 9-mana 12-power unit that has her cost reduction, reduced by 1 per unit that died, right? So they're gonna be carnaging this lane by eating the Hood and having a big carnage. They'll try to contest our Medusa over there. What are we doing? What are we doing is the question. I'm gonna play Wolfsbane on the right. Oh, they just killed the Hood then. Okay. An Angel goes in. Okay, so I'm gonna be playing Nightcrawler over here, and I think I'm gonna be. Where am I gonna go with this Scarlet Witch? Because next turn I'd like to White Tiger, so I don't mind Sandar. I can White Tiger here. It's not as obvious that I'm going for an Odin. But then I move and then a Nightcrawler in, and I play Odin, and I can put in the work. So I think I should set up my power somewhere else. I mean, right now Atlantis is pretty good. I'm gonna go with Scarlet Witch, because I feel like taking the left is better to spread out and see where I can go. I want to keep this Atlantis online for now, because they have to commit into Atlantis if they want to win, which means they lose the. Oh, never mind. Okay. Deathlock over there, Demon over there. Why? Why? Well, shit. They have 4 cards in hand. This game is so not winnable. We're retreating. Oh my god. Scarlet Witch betrayed us. I guess we didn't treat her right, and she betrayed us. And now we're in the negative. We gotta bounce back for our honor. That was brutal. This deck is harder to play with against pool 3 decks. because we're like Odin can be much stronger, right? Once you expand your collection, and like Devil Dinosaur is definitely a stronger deck that can just fight in all pools, I believe. This one is more limited. We're gonna go with Nightcrawler on the left. Sokovia discarded. There's Sunspot. Sokovia gonna simplify this game a little bit. Central Park is actually good for us because it enables Wolfsbane easier. We're gonna go Medusa in the Central Park. Get that boost as they play armor. This could very well be a destroyer deck. More island. I don't need to play Wolfsbane now, but I do want to move my Nightcrawler over there, and I want to play Ant-Man there as well. This is how I want to do it. Ant-Man there. I think Wolfsbane's the way to go, maybe. I get 5 power. I can use Ant-Man somewhere else, and Odin over here can just really solidify it, but I may be overcommitting this way. Yeah, maybe I don't have to resort to that there. They play Mr. Fantastic in the center, as not a card I was expecting. And there's Sinister. We're going to play Sinister on the left for now. And we're going to play Ant-Man in the middle. No, because they could have, I mean... No, yeah, Ant-Man in the middle makes sense, right? No, let's hold on to Ant-Man. Let's just develop Sinister on the left. Alright, so it's actually an ongoing deck. It may have Spectrum. It may very well have Spectrum, but More Island is really pretty much ours. Okay, I'm happy that happened because now we can just... More Island is really difficult for them to take. Because we're just snowballing so much here. They have 4 cards in hand. Spider-Woman in the center. If we played Ant-Man, this play would not have been possible. Like this into Odin in the center would not have been possible. And it's definitely good enough to take the to take it there. That's the last play. Iron Man, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this easily. Easily. Spider-Man's gonna shut that down. Don't even need Odin. But let's think about Spectrum. Let's calm down for a moment and let's think about Spectrum. Because Spectrum can change everything, right? I'm gonna snap. Because I know Spectrum is coming. It's very telling. Every unit they've played, it has an ongoing effect, right? The Mr. Fantastic was really telling of their late game play. So what we're going to do here, if they play Spectrum, everything gets buffed. Like, they get +6 points here. Yeah, okay, they go. If they play Spectrum, they get +6 points here, which is inherently duplicated, right? They have 4 points right now, but 4 + 6. No, they have 2 points. 8, they go up to 16. So Spectrum allows them to retake this lane. Spectrum allows them to retake this lane, and the only way... Yeah, Ant-Man only allows us to tie, so we have to Odin here. But as long as we Odin here, they can't, like, Spectrum in Sokovia is win more. Like, it just doesn't do anything. And on More Island is not enough. So Odin on the center is always the way to go. Just wanted to clarify that. Odin on the center, and we take it! But unfortunately, we only get 1 Q, so maybe snapping was a mistake there. We're back. We're literally back where we started. We're even, right? I think we started at 233 and 9 out of 10 cubes. I'm not sure. That's why I need to listen to the feedback and have a cube counter that we're gonna edit in. But we're gonna see how we do that. Like first we wanna look into that. But I think that's a pretty dope idea, honestly. All right. Monster Island on the left. And there goes Nightcrawler. Especially like Nightcrawler in this location now with Wolfsbane in hand, because I can actually set up an Ant-Man into Wolfsbane, and then I can move Nightcrawler away. But I can work really hard to work for that. We gotta watch out for Iron Man on this lane though. We see Sunspot. I really like this variant. I wish I had it. Los Diablos. They're here. We're going Ant-Man on the left. They just pass and boost that Sunspot right there. And the last location is the big house, the big boy house. One of these two is going down. The only it would impact on the big house, right? Because they can't play stuff there. I see Sunspot, and I suspect some sort of ramp deck, right? Because maybe a deck with Infinite or something like that. Because they want to make sure that they can gain stuff out of just passing. We're going to play Wolfsbane here, though. We're not clogging up this lane because we can move Nightcrawler out of it. But I want that 7-power Wolfsbane. And there's the wave. There's the wave. The big house remains. And that's actually a pretty big deal. Because now we can go White Tiger on Los Diablos, which will spawn a Tiger automatically. Because this location is clogged up, the Tiger will be spawned here. And in the big house, you cannot play 4 or 5 or 6 drops. So a deck like this is going to struggle playing units here. So White Tiger is definitely the way to go. We keep Nightcrawler there because if we move Nightcrawler now, there's a chance that the Tiger goes onto the left, and we don't want that. They go Doctor Doom. That's their own way of filling up that lane, but we can do stuff like that too. I think Spider-Woman in the center is the way to go. It's just better than everything else here. It's just more power, more everything. Jubilee on the left. America Chavez allows them to take the lead. Allowing them to take the lead. They snapped. Really? Problem is Odin on the left is overkill. They snap. They have 5 cards in hand. If we play Odin here, we get a lot. Like if we play Odin here, then we get 7 more points here. We go up to 16, and then Spider-Woman right now hits them. So it's right now it's 10 points here. If they play another unit, it's 11. But we gotta keep Nightcrawler here, so we guarantee that the Spider goes there. I'm pretty like, how do they do this? Like if they lead her, then that's just not enough. Odin? What? What? Was that a bluff? Was that a bluff, Spurby? Cause I caught ya. Give me them 8 cubes. I was thinking like leader. I was thinking of all the finishers, right? That I can come to mind, like Magneto. You know, like Magneto over here. So Magneto would have been 12 points, right? So Magneto is 4 more points, which ties exactly. But the tiebreaker between Ruins and the Big House is greater for us. So, like, I just cannot think of. I mean, Magneto actually loses because I was thinking like Hulk, right? Like 12 power, because Magneto actually drags Wolfsbane over here, which definitely loses them the game. There we go. More than even. We climbing. Oh, and we got a legendary Elektra. I'm excited for that. We need some credits for that. Spent quite a few yesterday's stream. All right, let's do this. That's what I like to see. Climbing. Super Lubo. The miniaturized lab. I'm definitely going to send Nightcrawler over here on turns 3, 4, and 5. No cards can be added here. Pretty thematic with Ant-Man in hand. We may have to delay Medusa one turn. There's a Nova in the center. Okay. This could be a destroy deck. Could be a lot of things. New York. New York. We generally want to stay away from New York. I can play Medusa there. The thing is, am I ever stacking this location with Ant-Man? I don't think so, right? I'm gonna try to play optimally here. I am gonna play Medusa in the center. Just automatically eats it. Okay. The lab closes. I love that animation. And the X mansion right there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play Ant-Man on the right. And I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry because Killmonger just ruined our dreams. Okay, Limbo. What the fuck? Mr. Negative, swap the power and cost of all cards in your deck. I have no idea if that's gonna benefit him or not. Hopefully it doesn't. Let's go Jessica Jones on this lane. Let's just really like go hardcore on it. They play Warpath. Warpath has an ongoing effect of gaining +4 power if one of their locations is empty. Not the biggest fan of the card personally. Now that we have Limbo, we can set up both Spider-Woman and White Tiger. I want to go Spider-Woman first. Spider-Woman is really strong in the center. We can't play in the same lane as Jessica Jones. She'll get the boost. Gonna play Armor there. This is definitely a Destroyer deck, it seems. Definitely a Destroyer deck. If they didn't have Destroyer in hand already, they pretty much lose though. Turn 6, we can move stuff over here. They stack this lane. I'm gonna snap. I have no idea why they would stack New York. That makes no sense to me. That actually makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't think I need to be moving stuff there necessarily. What I think I need to be doing is I need to be setting up a White Tiger. And why not just play an Elektra, honestly? On what lane? On the left gives me priority, right? I play White Tiger here, and then I play Odin, and I can just spawn tigers. I can just threaten both sides. Is that the way to go? Or is it better to just... No, yeah, let's do this. There's Destroyer. Destroyer on that lane. I have no idea how they plan on winning this one. I think Odin... I mean, the problem is Odin is a 50-50. They just retreat. Okay, good. They saved me the headache. And we take him down, baby. That's considered to be the top tier deck, by the way. And we just beat it. Though, to be fair, some weird plays. The weird plays from Super Lupo. But I'll take it. Maxow is our next opponent. We got the Hela. After turn 4, destroy all cards controlled by the player losing here. I've had some funny moments with this location, man. Especially if it pops up like out of nowhere with like a Scarlet Witch play. Well, we're not gonna do anything. You never play Elektra turn 1, in case you're wondering, because that's just ridiculous, and I've seen way too many people do it. I'm just gonna develop Medusa. We got the hub giving us a random card. We don't really have synergy with Bucky Barnes, but we're still gonna be playing Medusa in the center, just for those easy 4 points. So they take the left. They take the left. What are we gonna do? We do want to play Jessica Jones the next turn. Now that they've committed into this lane, I'm gonna play. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna play Bucky Barnes, because when Bucky Barnes is destroyed, we get the Winter Soldier. So we play Bucky Barnes. Now they committed to the left, and then we develop Nightcrawler on the center for now. We're gonna be sending Jessica Jones to the sewers. This is amazing. This is actually amazing. Sunspot over there. Jessica Jones on the right. The Hela's gonna trigger here at the end of turn 4. Bucky Barnes will die, but he actually won't. He'll come back stronger. We have Elektra for Sunspot if they try to build that up. And even though we have Odin or any of our late game curve, I actually prefer it this way. We have an easier time enabling Wolfsbane, and we can threaten all lanes. Okay, they really commit on that left. But the Winter Soldier allows us to get in there. They snap. I'm snapping back. I am not intimidated in the slightest. Let's go. Let's play Ironheart first on the center, because we have a higher chance of buffing Nightcrawler this way. And then we're gonna be playing Mr. Sinister on the left. It enables a potential Wolfsbane play over there. And I like it like this. Jessica Jones grows. Okay, Infinite's coming. Infinite's coming. They're setting up an Infinite, and that will not be enough. Yeah. Get out of here! Go home! Snap it on me, boy! Get outplayed. Yeah, like the fact that their Sunspot could not even beat my Jessica Jones on its own. Even if somehow it did, we have this Elektra ready for it. Great tech if you're running into this later down the line as well. Like, Elektra is just a very neat one drop that I also feel like in a competitive environment, there may be some good utility for her as well. And yeah, like we set it up really well. Like, Wolfsbane was monstrous on every lane. We're gonna be able to use all of our 6 mana, you know, Scarlet Witch, Elektra into Wolfsbane. And yeah, we were probably gonna commit Wolfsbane to the left, Scarlet Witch on the center, and Elektra on the right. And that just pretty much guarantees our win, because no matter, they can only place Infinite one place and we will win the other two. Beautiful game. Beautiful ending. Let's keep rolling. Shattered is our next opponent. Starlight Citadel. After turn 4, swap the position of each location. This location is really wacky. I'm going to play Nightcrawler on it. As they go Iceman. Okay. Okay. Iceman. Like, Iceman's always going to be annoying. Which is how it is. We do have Elektra, though. I think I'm going to go Mr. Sinister on the middle. Even though Medusa can go well here as well. Wakanda's pretty safe, but they may commit to it as well. So I'm actually going to place Mr. Sinister on the right, because they probably will commit to Wakanda. Okay, they hit us with a Scorpion. Not the most valued Scorpion, but pretty good value nonetheless. We play into the unknown. Hopefully, maybe we can get rewarded for this. You never know. Alright, the hub. Non-consequential. We get Wasp. Well, Wasp can help us enable Wolfsbane. Wasp is not bad at all. I want to develop Ironheart, though. 100% want to play Ironheart, because am I playing Ironheart in here because of the potential synergy with Odin, or am I going somewhere else with her? They're gonna swap anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna place Ironheart in the center actually, because I have exactly this is exactly why we play the Sinister. This is why we play Mr. Sinister, so we can have Ironheart on curve and achieve maximum value with her. And we guarantee buff the Nightcrawler as well. Okay, armor too. Is this Destroyer as well? They got a lot of disruption. They got the core Iceman Scorpion package, which is really good, in my opinion. And they're protecting, like, I can't kill. But Wakanda may shuffle into the left, and that'll make the armor redundant, right? But right now, this Elektra cannot hit anything. So how do we do this? Because I would like to enable a Wolfsbane, but I don't want to commit to the right. I don't want to overcommit to the right, sorry. Wakanda ends up moving here, but there's no 1-drop here for us to interact with. This is definitely the turn to be playing White Tiger. And right now we're pretty close on this location, but White Tiger here is something that I really like. Because then afterwards we can develop Wolfsbane onto here. We can make him think that we're abandoning this location. But the boost onto Iron, like... They snap. They have 4 cards in hand. I'm not going to snap back just yet, honestly. Like, I'm going to scout out a little bit. But White Tiger there I like. We'll see what they play. They play on the center. It's a Hulk smash, and Tiger goes on to the center. Okay. Tiger onto the center. Tiger onto the center. What if we do this into this? It's 11 points, right? That's 4. That's 11. We actually tie here. We tie here. And then we can have a potential greater point differential than them. Because this ties, right? 11, and then... No. Plus 6. Oh, no. Plus 6. Because of the Scorpion. No, we gotta retreat. We lose 2 cubes there. But it's better than losing 4. I forgot. Oh, the Scorpion, man. The Scorpion. The fact that we drew the rock there at the end. That Hulk in the center as well with the wave. Close game though, close game. Could have gone our way. Maybe if we drew a little bit differently. I'm not sure if my play was the best. Like I had a good start, but then I just kind of like ran out of gas. And the Wakanda paired with the armor, the fact that I wasn't able to find Elektra value, I think that's really one of the things that hurt us the most. Scorpion ended up also being just really good. It's a good card, because you're wondering. 2 mana, 2 power, or 2 energy, 2 power. That deals -1 to your entire location. Okay, we have White Tiger with Sanctum Sanctorum. We can try to send the Tiger there, so we need to start trying to flood the board. I'm gonna play Ant-Man in the center immediately. There's Angel, okay. Let's see what this is. Murder World! Well, shit. Well, shit. That sucks. That sucks. Oh my god, that sucks. And they're playing Bucky Barnes there. Oh my god. That's the worst. We're gonna play Wolfsbane on the right. I don't know why they're... What? I don't know why they do that now. Yeah, this is rough. This is actually really rough. Super rough. We gotta go Jessica Jones on the center. I don't think we can play Odin here. Moon Girl. We're getting completely outclassed here on every play. We gotta go Elektra into Ironheart. This gives us a bit of a boost. But I mean I'm still playing. I'm still playing just because just because they haven't snapped yet, right? But we're definitely retreating this one. Like the Murder World, bro. That was a bit too much for us, unfortunately. And then the big house on the right where we can't Odin, right? Like that's just that bit of a brutal board state. All right, let's see if we can end it on a high note though. We've had some rough games there, but we haven't lost too many cubes though. We've managed to retreat at the right time. But I definitely think this deck, the power level is lower than the Devil Dinosaur deck that I shared, but it's a different. I mean, it's a lower power level for when you face pool 3 decks. I mean, I think this deck is really good in pool 1. Oscorp Tower. I'm gonna send Nightcrawler to all the way to the right because I want to see if I can commit Mr. Sinister over here. Actually, maybe I should have played you here so I can Wolfsbane really quickly. Whoa! Now playing White Tiger until this flips though, but we got plays, ladies and gentlemen. Invisible Woman. What is this? Sewer system, okay. I mean, these are like really cheap for us to play, so I just want to scout. I'm just gonna scout to see what they do. Okay. Spider-Man on the right. Oscorp Tower, you know, fulfills its purpose. We are gonna be playing Ironheart on the right. That's the lane where we're gonna be going for Odin here. I think it's Ironheart on the right, and then it's what? Because we're gonna buff all these, and then it's probably just White Tiger. Yep. That's why we play Mr. Clone. Mr. Sinister. We don't know what they're revealing over there, but we did get to buff the Nightcrawler. It was actually 4 power. I love Elektra. Wolfsbane over here. How about Elektra here? And Ant-Man here. No, I don't see. I mean, I don't see the point. I mean, it is. Yeah, it is pretty strong. They have 3 cards left, and that way, when we trigger Odin, we get the other spawn here. I think this is good. Okay. Odin. That hobgoblin actually helps us. Cause it triggers the Ant-Man. Defeating the Spider-Man lane. This Odin is absolutely monstrous. Giganto, more like Smento. Small Anto. Small Anto? Yeah. That was terrible. I'm sorry. That was awful. I tried, okay? I tried. You tried narrating every fucking game, every minute, okay? All right, we take it, ladies and gentlemen. 4 cubes. There we go. There we go. Don't have the credits to level her up, but it's nice to see that she's ready. And hey, we're at 235. I know we started at 233 with 9 cubes, right? So I believe we earned a total of 15 cubes today with Pool 1 Odin. As you guys can see, the deck can put in the work. The deck definitely increases in power level as you progress your collection, but it is a phenomenal choice to go for when you are in the Pool 1 collection of the game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Leave a like if you did. Let me know if you want to see more Marvel Snap content, and I'll keep it coming. On a Soul Day, I'll see you tomorrow.